had to make sure. So, I'm back in the fucking car. We're gonna go watch Chronicle. Look at these pretty hills. The sun's about to set behind us. Well, I'm actually probably gonna turn back into the fucking the sunlight. Yeah, we're always turning into hills. Turning in the hills. You know what's interesting that I've discovered about these pseudo intellectual types? You know, they have this concept in their mind that when they find someone that they think's and this, I guess this kind of goes for everybody, that they project themselves onto everyone else, so they get disappointed. I've disappointed quite a few people who are like, "You're so intelligent." I'm not really all that intelligent. I don't think so. I think I'm pretty dumb. I think I just talk about a bunch of stuff that I find interesting, and that's why I tell people they shouldn't view me as intelligent, because it'll become very disappointing when they find out I like fart jokes. And some people are like, well, everybody needs a simple little thing. They need a simple thing to make them laugh. Oh my goodness, that's pretty out there. Get that, the real distant hills. I know that stupid fucking truck's right in the fucking way. But, you know, you gotta overlook these cars, people. These hills are pretty. And especially around the fall time when all the leaves are gone. But this is the dead set of winter, but it feels like fall. Anyways, what I'm saying is people will accept, you know, an intellectual who likes fart jokes. And that makes no sense to me when they turn around and then they get pissed to find out that you don't listen to all the same music that they listen to. I had someone get onto me when I had an alarm set to remind me to take my medicine. Set to Eminem's, what is that called? Purple Pills? The song about getting high. About pills. I thought it was funny. You know, what funny way to remind yourself to take your medication. And, you know, also to get weird looks when you're taking your medication in public. You know, taking your medication in public right after you fucking hear their alarm do that. Well, someone that I used to work with was actually standing beside me when that played. And they're like, I thought you were an intellectual. What's with Eminem? What's wrong with Eminem? I fucking like it. He actually has some shit to say. Yeah, sometimes his stuff is ridiculous, but he does have some really interesting shit to say at times. Wow, look at the red up there. Ah, fuck, you can't see it through the trees. Can't see the fucking forest through the trees. That's... Be prepared to stop. We're gonna have to stop in a moment, maybe. Oh, okay. They're mining up there. That's why the clay's all exposed and shit. It's a real pretty red, but you can't see it now. See all that coal, and now you can't see, even see that because of the trees. At least I can. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to show off Eastern Kentucky because I find it beautiful. I do like the hills. I would miss the hills greatly if I moved out of them. But sometimes it's suffocating being down in these hills. But I mean, still, people, I don't understand. How is a fart joke, you know, any better than what type of music you listen to? You know, people are like, they're like, oh, you're obviously an intellectual because you don't listen to country music. Yeah, I fucking hate country music. Most country music is boring, bland, and honestly, I can't tell most of the time when one song ends and another song begins. You know, all the male singers sound alike, and in fact, some of the female singers sound like the male singers, and it's just not my taste. And yet people then come to this shock when I'm like, but I like some bluegrass. They're like, but you hate country. Yeah, I hate country music, but I like some, and I have to stress to them, some, not all, bluegrass. I like the sound of a banjo. Fuck if I know. I'm an atheist, and I like the song Amazing Grace. I look at it, if you really look at the song, some versions, most of the versions I've ever seen and heard, do not have anything to do with religion in it. And if you really just think of grace as being truth, you know, it's truth and seeking knowledge, and you put that spin on it, you know, you put that into it, and that's what you think, you know, it's, the truth does set people free. It sets them free of ignorance and bigotry and stupidity. And it's beautiful when you think of it that way, as a song about seeking knowledge and a better understanding of things. But people don't want to accept that. They're like, that's you admitting God. No, that's me admitting I'm taking a song and listening to it the way I fucking want to. My wife is now looking at me very strange. I think she disagrees with me. I think she thinks I'm a closeted Christian. That's why my hair is wet. I had to baptize myself before going and watching Chronicle. That movie just looks like it's so full of sin. Such dirt and sin's gonna happen in it. Can't even get a smile out of her. Fuck. How can I expect to make any of you all laugh? I'm trying to make this a little bit more entertaining. Was that my first seemed very awkward. So, yeah, I don't understand this whole thing, you know, that people think that smart people can't listen to rap. Again, I don't think I'm smart. I didn't have good grades in school, and don't do that Einstein didn't have good grades in school thing either. Look it up. For fuck's sakes, look that up. That is wrong. A stupid teacher. I'm sorry. That's slander. I didn't name her. But fucking cunt teacher misunderstood the markings, because the markings were German markings, and assumed he had nothing but D's through school. Except, here's the ironic thing, it was a fucking passing grade. It was like a fucking A++. And she started that whole thing that, well, Einstein wasn't smart. That's probably where they get that Einstein fucking said he was a Christian. No, if you look at something, there's a news article out there. Go to the atheistempire.com.org, something like that. Just Google Atheist Empire and go to the Einstein quotes, and you'll find an article in which he was asked that question, and he doesn't understand where people have gotten this idea. This was an article from like a year before he died. So, yeah. And that's the thing. If they think I'm intelligent because I look for the truth in things, why the fuck don't they? The internet is wonderful. I'm amazed by the internet. Of course, I wasn't inducted into using the internet on a regular basis until 2001. I was 12 or 13 years old. No, I was actually older. I was 14, 15 years old. I can't think of it right now. It was October of that year. 13? Okay, I was 13. And I just found the internet to be amazing. Fuck, as soon as I got on it, I was on it all night, and yes, I learned right away there are nothing but lies on there too. But you can seek the truth out if you know how to use the internet. And as I said in another one of my videos, I think it was the day before yesterday video, I believe my audience is smart. You've figured out how to type in words on YouTube. You know how to get to YouTube, so you have at least the knowledge on how to use the internet, and you know how to search for things. You can find the truth. You can find the fucking truth for things, and all you got to do is look at things with a skeptical eye. And I'm not saying be a hard-ass skeptic where every time someone says something to you, go, oh, that's obviously a lie. I'm just saying, be skeptical on things that deserve to sound skeptical. One of the things I found out about, like that 1,000 Ways to Die show, I was watching it and I'm like, wow, it's hard to believe that actually happened. And then they got to an episode where several things were shown in an episode where I was like, that didn't happen. I've seen other things prove that this could not happen. And for ratings purposes, they forewent any truth. In fact, the first season, they had these amazing Survivor accounts where it was actually caught on footage. And yet they got rid of that and they made a show entirely out of lies, passing it off as somewhat true. And it was all urban legends by the end of what I watched of it. I don't even know if the show's still on. I don't have cable. We don't have cable. We have cable internet. But, we found that most things are on the internet. We got Hulu and YouTube and Netflix. And that's pretty much all we need. And, it's just... For the people who are watching this that know me and actually have me on a slight pedestal of calling me an intellectual, I'm not. If you want to even remotely seem intelligent, if you want to fake intellectual properties, I guess what I'm saying, because I know a lot of my friends like to pretend like they're really smart. But the problem is they then spread lies and they don't check their facts. Do a little research on things. Spew the truth, and you know what? You'll impress me. And you're definitely going to impress other people when they find out that, hey, so and so just corrected me on this. And everybody's still going around saying it's true, and it's a lie? Like the whole locking citizens up indefinitely thing being passed on New Year's Eve. I thought that sounded fishy. I meant to read into it, and then my wife read into it. She read it to me, and go on ahead, you fucking asshole. God, driving slow and then want to go on ahead and pass me once I'm in the fast lane. So she read it to me, and obviously there, we are not going to allow something that critical that United States citizens can be detained indefinitely. I urge people, read the actual press release, read the actual thing that was passed. Yeah, it's fucking long, but you know what? Why keep spreading a rumor if you can seek out the fucking truth. Just, that's all I'm saying. That's one of the main things. I used to be a compulsive liar when I was younger, and I guess maybe since I've decided that, you know what, I'm an adult, I can come out about being an atheist. That got rid of the biggest lie I was holding back, because I denied being an atheist for many years. And as with the first video, you can tell obviously why. The Bible Belt rides high on the United States, and people don't want to see that. I've actually spoken to people who thought, religious persecution didn't happen in Kentucky because it fell above the Mason-Dixon line, and that below the Mason-Dixon line is where, the whole religious freedom being taken away thing comes from. You either believe or get the fuck out. And, I think people don't realize it rides a little bit higher than that. And finding the truth is really frowned upon around here. And like I said, education is frowned upon around here because they need... They want to keep people dumb. They want to make a bunch of coal miners and nurses. And I'm not saying coal miners and nurses are dumb, because you know what? I was speaking to some coal miners who are highly intelligent, far more intelligent than I could ever imagine being, but they're stuck doing these jobs because that's what they were told that their life would amount to. And some of them enjoy it, and some of them are just miserable. But I'm not trying to dog coal truck drivers. I'm not going to dog coal miners either, because that's another thing that they want everyone doing, is going into the mines. And that's something I just can't agree with, is sending everyone underground. But I think I've ran it long enough. I fogged up the window once again. Fuck. It's going to be hard editing this, the fog. And you know what? Once again, if you agree with me, if you just like hearing me badger on, just comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, tell me to go fuck myself. I'll tell you to go fuck yourself. It's fun. It's fun. It's the internet. Let's have fun with it, because it's an amazing thing. And before the nuclear or zombie apocalypse happens, I'm getting Resident Evil for the DS in the morning. I'm excited about that. So, yeah, gotta go. We're in Pikeville. Oh shit, I said the name of the town.